Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. And over the festive season, it's a time that we spend with family and friends, reflecting on the year gone by and looking ahead to the year to come. And I was struck, as I spent time in the company of family and friends, at the challenges many in our communities are facing, but also the distance we've travelled in some areas and the opportunities that there are to go further. The oil industry was mentioned by Kezia Dugdale, and through family and friends I have experience of the pressures that many are facing. The Scottish Government has established the Jobs Task Force. I think that the work that is being done there is extremely important, both to try and ensure continued employment for individuals, but also to seek to find alternative employment for those individuals who are made redundant. I think that is absolutely important. Patrick Harvey mentioned green energy. There are many transferable skills which I think the green energy sector could potentially take advantage of. One of the difficulties that is faced by the green energy sector, of course, at the moment is the policy approach that is being taken by a UK government that seems hell-bent on throttling the renewable sector. I'm afraid I only have 5 minutes, Mr Harvey. It seems hell-bent on throttling the renewable sector rather than invigorating it. I was struck as well as I sat and spoke to individuals who I know, for example, are looking after loved ones, unpaid carers in our society, who do a great service to us all in terms of the work that they do looking after individuals and loved ones. But we know that for many of them it is a struggle to get by. That's why the announcement by the First Minister that unpaid carers will receive a boost to the carers allowance when the power is in the possession of this Parliament was a welcome one, because carers, I think, deserve to have that increased. It's something the UK governments of many shades have failed to do in the past. It's something that I welcome being committed to when this Parliament has the opportunity to do so. There is opportunity, undoubtedly, with the new powers that will come. I think I've spoken previously in this chamber of my own experiences of the welfare system, the quite soul-destroying experience of filling out your child's disability living allowance form, where you have to fill out over 40 pages worth of answers explaining the limitations of your child and the things that they are incapable of doing. For many families, that is an extremely difficult experience. I wonder if there are ways that we could look in Scotland to provide a system for both application but also for renewal, which would be less onerous and less emotionally distressing for individuals. But as a parent, for me, education is absolutely at the forefront of my concerns, not just for my own children, for children who go to school with my children, but for the children who live within my constituency as well. And I see education from two sides of the coin. I see education in both the mainstream environment and also education for children with additional support needs. And I believe that in terms of the plans that the government have, first and foremost, to improve the attainment in our schools, I think that that is something which I'm fully behind. I have a great disparity in my constituency between schools which are located in what you could call communities of plenty and schools which are contained within communities of poverty. When you used to be able to use free school meals as a barometer to the social deprivation of schools in your constituency, I had one school in my constituency which had a 65% entitlement to free school meals. I had another school in the same constituency with a 0.2% entitlement. So the great disparity was there to be seen. But that school with that 65% entitlement also was achieving great things in terms of attainment. It has twice won the award from the City Council, the John Porter Award for educational performance and educational attainment within that school. The interesting thing about that school, Presiding Officer, is that it's one that the Labour Party tried to close, Bramble Brae in Northfield, a school serving a community of deprivation which has done great things, but which the local Labour Council attempted to close. It became a focal point of the by-election which led me to be returned here following the sad passing of our friend and colleague Brian Adam. and it was through the campaigning efforts of parents in that community which led the Labour Council to change its plans and remove that proposal for closure. So I will always stand, Presiding Officer, in my communities for advancement in terms of education. I hope that we can rely on local authorities, particularly Labour-led local authorities, to back us in that in terms of the local delivery which they are responsible for.